Alright, so we're gonna basically do this tarot card spread, and we're gonna see basically what the new moon and Aries got to say about your zodiac sign, what the sun and Aries have to say about your actions, what Mercury and Aries got to say about how you can utilize your mentality to pretty much bring the experiences that's needed within your life. Also, we're gonna see what people need you to expand on. We're gonna see what Chiron needs you to learn about your trauma. So basically, we're gonna start off with Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. What the Sun and Aries want you to do. Okay, so we got one card out. All right. The Sun and Aries want you to put yourself into a circumstance situation of utilizing your feelings and emotions. Now, this could be some form of trauma that you're basically going through experiences when it comes to your emotional stance. Either this can be also reversed, or this could be situations or circumstances that's going to basically bring these actions. So that means you need to take actions towards feelings and emotions that's going to get you out of a dark place. So we also got Chiron and Aries, so we also got trauma going on too. But we're gonna see why you got the Five of Cups, and we're also gonna see what the Moon and Aries need, or Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What does the Moon need you to do? Because the Moon is your need. That's what's going on inside of you. So we're gonna see what the Moon and Aries need from all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. We're gonna see what the Moon and Aries need. All right, so we got two cards. Actually, we got a couple cards. Moon and Aries want you to structure yourself. Moon and Aries want you to expand, take action towards your experiences. Moon and Aries also also is going to basically bring a whole lot of responsibilities because Aries fall in the moon. Also, the Moon and Aries want you to take action towards planting seeds. We're going to see why you got those cards. We're also going to see what Mercury and Aries need you to pretty much project when it comes to your mentality for Aries. Mercury and Aries want you to project a form of you got this tower card, so pretty much it's putting you into a circumstance situation of looking at the bigger picture and also putting some form of balance. Mercury and Aries want you to transform your mentalities, aka it wants you to be direct and transform the BS that's on your mind. I mean the tower cards bring transformation, corruption, and changes. That's also the Aries card, which is the tower card. And we're gonna see what the mistakes that Chiron and Aries need, or Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant to learn from. So what are your mistakes that you need to learn from? Or like Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant? What are your mistakes that you need to learn from? You need to learn from the Knight of Wands. Taking action, taking action when it's not necessary. That's what you pretty much. That's what I want you to do. I want you to learn how to take action when necessary, and learn how to not take action when it's necessary. It's pretty much just like a polarity. Knight is representing things that's behind the scenes. The wand is pretty much representing the passion, the high horse. So this is pretty much bringing a balance. And we're gonna add all this up, and we're gonna see what the moon, what does this mean for all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. All right, so it came up to four. So you need to utilize the Cancer energy. So Mars about to enter Cancer. So every someone that's in this is create a new ways to honor how to love, nurture, and care this season. That's basically what you need to do now. About to get into the bull Tauruses. Wait, we're gonna see what the new moon and Aries need from all Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What does the new moon and Aries need from all you Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant? All right. New moon and Aries want you to pretty much plant new seeds, and it says that towards it wants you to come up. It wants you to pretty much initiate new ways on how to deal with your resources and your material. We're gonna see where I got the Ace of Pentacles, and we're gonna see what the Sun of Aries wants you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant to do. What does the Sun of Aries want you to do for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant? Let's see how that's gonna basically play out in your charts. So what the Sun of Aries want all you Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant to do. What does the Sun of Aries want you guys to do? Okay. The Sun of Aries wants you to express yourself, be a child, utilize that those expressions. So pretty much, it wants you to basically be yourself. It wants you to express yourself. It wants you to pretty much come down to your high horse. We're gonna see what the Mercury in Aries What does Mercury and Aries want you to intellectualize and expand on when it comes to Taurus? Someone says, what the Mercury and Aries. What does Mercury and Aries want you to use when it comes to your intellect for Taurus? Someone says, Mercury and Aries want you to be the fool. Mercury and Aries want you to be the fool. Want you to basically take a risk because Aries is impulsive. So they don't beat around the bush. So don't beat around the bush, Taurus. Just go ahead and do it. I mean, it's gonna be hard, but you go ahead and do it. Feel me? Your season ain't here yet, Taurus. Even though your season is here, because we got Venus in it, and we got actually Taurus season is every hour, every certain hour of the day. We gonna leave it right there. Shout out to all our Tauruses. We also gonna see what the Jupiter wants you to expand on for all Taurus, someone in the sentences. What does Jupiter want you to need you to expand on? And what do it need you? What does Jupiter need you to expand on for all Taurus, someone in the sentences? Well, it's crazy. Jupiter about to be in Taurus. Before you know it, getting closer and closer. Jupiter and Aries want all you Taurus, someone in the sentences to expand and stop worrying about what's going to happen the next second. You just need to go ahead and take action, take initiate action towards your experiences. And we're going to see what the power on the Aries need you Taurus, someone in the sentences to learn from. Power on the Aries want you to learn how to take immediate action when it comes to your environment, your surroundings, or watch out for the actions that's being taken in your environment, your surroundings. I'm going to add this up and see what kind of and what does that mean for you Tauruses. So that means you need to pretty much be more loving, nurturing, and caring. So we dealing with a whole lot of Cancer energy. That's the second card that we got. That's the second solution that we got. Cancers, Cancer energies, and we're gonna see what Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What does the new moon and Aries need the Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant to do? Got two cards. It needs you to play tugger. So pretty much value your resources, your money, and of course your material. Because you also went through that transformation in your eighth house, which are assets and your resources. And it also wants you to pretty much put yourself into a situation of utilizing your environment, your surroundings, or people, places, and things that's in your environment, surroundings where you can come together. Now we're gonna see what the Sun of Aries want all Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant to do. All right, you don't have to redo that. Gemini, I could be all over the place, but we definitely gonna we just need one answer. We're gonna see what the Sun of Aries. Okay, we got the card. Sun of Aries wants you to untangle yourself when it comes to your way of thinking and communicating. Get clean it, clean your. Actually, we about to get into Mercury in Aries. The Sun of Aries wants you to pretty much untie yourself from all that junk that's in your mind. We're gonna see what Mercury and Aries need you to intellectualize, Gemini. Mercury and Aries want you to intellectualize a daily routine dealing with stability, balance, and of course resources and material. Focus your mind on money. Jupiter, and we're gonna see what Jupiter wants and needs from all Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant to expand and rise above. Jupiter wants you to expand when it comes to your duality and your justice. So anywhere that you see that you should have justice, you need to add that towards your experiences and look at the bigger picture. We're gonna see what Chiron and Aries want you to learn from your mistakes for all you Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Yeah, sound about right. I want you to learn their mistakes when it comes to your assets, the way you value your emotional stance and connections with people. Because not everybody is pretty much in your best interest. You got this demon up here that's willing to basically get into that cup and, of course, create a dirty cup. You don't want to drink from that dirty cup. So watch who you value, watch who's valuing you. Everybody ain't trying to value what you got going on. They're trying to value what you have for them. And we're about to add this up and see what's the answers for you Geminis. 2 plus 11 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 2. Gemini, someone in the sentences. The solution is you need to be self centered. You need to express yourself in a Leo type manner. So that's going to bring opportunities. So you need to express yourself, be self centered. And of course, if people is not going to own up to what you want them to basically do for you, then you need to be self centered. And I ain't saying be on some egotistical, on some dictatorship shit. It's gonna be you're gonna be put into a situation where you've been a big hearted for people, but if people ain't pretty much not trying to get in your shoes or trying to collaborate with you on certain areas and situations where they can make the better for y'all both, You may have to be self-centered, pretty much. And we're gonna get into you cancers. We're gonna get into you cancer, someone that sentences how this new moon in Aries is affecting you. Also, cancers, we're gonna see what you need to learn because we're gonna go through a square, aka learning aspect. We're gonna see what the new moon in Aries needs you to learn and what it needs to do for cancer, someone. All right, the new moon in Aries is putting you into a circumstance situation to pretty much going through experiences when it comes to depression, anxiety, worriness, and of course, unsleepless nights. So this means you need to pretty much expand yourself out of that hell and get up there to your heaven. You also have the King of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles, you need to pretty much initiate and be direct when it comes to giving your grand support when it comes to resources, material, and structure. This could be wisdom, a knowledge, or something that you could pretty much put out there in the world. We're gonna see where I got the King of Pentacles. We're gonna see where I got the Nine of Swords. And we're gonna see what the Sun of Aries wants you to do for all Cancer, Sun, and Pentacles. And what the actions that it needs you to learn. What action did it do? It needs you. What it needs you to learn. What are the actions that you need to learn for the Sun of Aries for all you Cancer, Sun, and Pentacles? All right. Sun of Aries wants you to pretty much be direct when it comes to giving your grand support. When it comes to your visions and your initiative, that means you need to give your grand support when it comes to being a king. We're gonna see what the Mercury and Aries went through the intellectualize and expand when it comes to the Cancer, someone, how you can use Mercury in your favor. So that's what we're doing every day. So Mercury Aries, I want you to pretty much ground yourself and structureize yourself when it comes to your money, resources, and material. So money, gold, reputation. We're gonna see where I got that card. We're gonna see what Jupiter and Aries want you to learn to expand on, or you can someone in sentences. What Jupiter and Aries want you need you to learn to expand on. You got two cards to expand. It wants you to pretty much initiate and expand your feelings and emotions. And it wants you to pretty much put up a fight and stand your ground when it comes to your passions and balance. We're gonna see what you need to learn from the power on the Aries trauma. We're gonna see what you need to be learning about when it comes to your trauma before you can come on the same. King of Swords, that's where your trauma at. So giving your grand support when it comes to your words and your intellect. That's what you need to watch your words, watch how others word you. We're gonna add this up. 14 plus 9 plus 14 plus 14 plus 4 plus 11 plus 7. So you're dealing with a Sun, Moon, Ascendant Capricorn. So you need to utilize the last decon of the Pluto and Capricorn. You need to initiate the wisdom to think it be practical when it comes to career goals and strategy. You're gonna get into your Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. What the New Moon Aries need you to do and how you can utilize these gifts. So pretty much you're gonna go to the extremes of overexhausting yourself for Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. All right. So the New Moon Aries, it wants you to be direct when it comes to your words and how you utilize your words on a daily basis. I want you to pretty much keep moving forward. And what does the Sun of Aries want you to do? Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What does the Sun of Aries want you to do? The Sun of Aries wants you to initiate new ways on how to deal with your goals, your money, your resources, and your material. The Sun of Aries wants you to be a fool. Wants you to basically go ahead and, of course, be a leap of faith. You're gonna have the gift to utilize money, material, and be a fool. Have faith. Take shape and form towards things that you want to progress. We're gonna see what Mercury and Aries need you to intellectualize for you, Leo, Sun, and Ascendant. Need you to intellectualize planting seeds when it comes to goals, money, stability, safety, security. We're gonna see what the Jupiter wants you to expand when it comes to Leo, Sun, and Ascendant. What does Jupiter want you to expand on? We're gonna have to get to do this as well. Jupiter wants you to expand your third eye, aka your first eye, your intuition. Jupiter wants you to expand how you utilize your visions on a daily basis and how you pretty much proceed when it comes to your daily activities. Jupiter wants you to expand your feelings and emotional stance and get up off your high horse. And what does Chiron and Aries want you to learn from your mistakes for you Leo Sun and Genesis? We all gotta learn. Want you to learn how to it wants you to learn how you initiate your way of dealing with your feelings and emotions. And it also wants you to learn how to be aware of what the grand support that you receive when it comes to feelings and emotions. I'm gonna add all this up. So you're dealing with a Sun Moon Ascendant Scorpio. So you need to utilize the Scorpio energies, which is fixed water. Fixate on your way to deal with your feelings and emotions. So pretty much stay down until you come up. You don't want to burn yourself out and go to the extreme. Stay down until you come up with me, and you'll be at. Now we're gonna get into you Virgo Sun Moon Ascendances. We're gonna see what the new moon of Aries need you to do for you, Virgo Sun Moon Ascendances. You guys are gonna be going through misunderstanding. You want things to be practical, organized. Your mutable Earth. Moon of Aries wants you to take your time towards structuring and building on your goals. We're gonna see where I got that card. We're gonna see what the Sun of Aries want or Virgo Sun Moon Ascendances to do. The Sun of Aries wants you to be open to receiving grand support when it comes to words or intellect. We're gonna see what Mercury and Aries need and want you to do for you Virgo someone. What does Mercury and Aries need and want you to do? Mercury and Aries want you to transform your outlook and your perspective and your perceptive when it comes to your spiritual natures, aka they want you to be on the outside looking in. And what does Jupiter and Aries need and want you to expand on? Virgo, someone listening. I want you to expand on the Magician card. AKA, want you to expand on your personal pursuits and your personal aspects. Personally, you need to expand your personal life. And the traumas that you need to learn for Virgos, your traumas is the things you're falling in. Home, family, safety, security, and security mechanisms. So be aware of that. We're going to add all the stuff and see what's the T. 1 plus 10 plus 7 plus 13 plus 8. You're dealing with a Sun Moon Ascendant Pisces. So you need to utilize Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, and Saturn and Neptune. Yeah, Saturn and Neptune. Neptune and Saturn. That's what it needs you to do, Virgo. Now we're gonna hurry up and do a quick rundown on Libra, Sun Moon Ascendant. Libra, you're the 180. We're gonna see what the new moon in Aries needs you to do. New moon in Aries needs you to collaborate with the people, places, and things in your environment, your surroundings, and structure your environment. The Sun of Aries want you to. We're gonna see what the Sun of Aries want you to do for all you Libra Sun. Sun of Aries want you to be selfish, self-centered, something that you may not basically be into, but you gotta be selfish. And you gotta learn how to basically put you first before you put others. This is relationships. We're also gonna see what Mercury and Aries want and need you to do for all you Libra someone that's in it. We're gonna see what Mercury and Aries want and need you to do. Mercury and Aries want and need you to pretty much express yourself. Get on your high horse, put your high shoes on, get your dance shoes on, and be a child again. You're also going to see what Jupiter wants you to expand and learn from and be optimistic about for all you Libra, someone that's in Jupiter. Okay. You don't have to redo that. What does Jupiter and Aries want and need all Libras to expand on and rise above? You got to rise above something. We're going to fall. Jupiter and Aries want you to rise above when it comes to your feelings and emotions, how you express yourself. I'm going to see what Jupiter and Aries need you to learn from, or you Libras. What do you need to learn from? You need to learn how to structure yourself. You need to learn how to pay attention towards things that's dealing with your visions and your health and your routines. 6 plus 4 plus 5 plus 19 plus 1 plus 3. You're dealing with a Sun Moon Ascendant Aquarius, so you need to utilize the Pluto and Aquarius. And yeah, Pluto and Aquarius energies and a little bit of Cup energy that's dealing with Pisces. So yeah, you need to be unique, original, and you need to associate yourself by being yourself and not needing anything or anyone. So pretty much, put you in the aspect of compromise. Try not to compromise too much. This is the season of selfishness. We can compromise when the moon gets full. Right now, you need to be self-independent. Feel me? And you need to just take charge. Don't beat around the bush. Now, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, we're gonna see what the new moon of Aries needs you to do. Feel me? And the misunderstanding that's what basically gonna bring. But you're not new to these misunderstandings, pretty much. Doing being that everything's different. But of course, you got Mars and Pluto at the same time, so you won't really have no issue, no circumstance, completion of being off with these energies and these perspectives. So we're gonna see what the new moon of Aries needs you to do, or these Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What it needs you to do. Fix water, fixate on their own way to deal with their feelings of devotion. So the new moon in Aries needs you to pretty much take immediate action when it comes to Knight of Wands, putting your passions and being direct when it comes to your passions and getting off your high horse. Also watch for the conflict of dealing with your feelings and emotions or the entanglement. So yeah, we're gonna see why you got these cards. We're gonna see what the Sun of Aries wants you to do when it comes to your actions, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Sun of Aries wants you to do. Sun of Aries wants you to go hermit mode. It wants you to pretty much ghost people, places, and things, and of course get yourself right. Get right. You're also gonna see what Mercury and Aries need you to harness to work in your favor for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Mercury and Aries need you to harness the Lover's card, aka putting attention towards someone or something that you have a duality with, a love nature with, someone that you connect with, romantic. You're also going to see what Jupiter and Aries need and want you to expand on and learn from. I want you to expand and learn from justice, or the people, places, things that you have justice with, or the 50-50 aspect. And you got the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, stay down until you come up when it comes to your building your growth towards your resources and material. I also want you to pretty much expand your experiences. Stop worrying about what's worse to come and worry about what's how you can utilize that worseness and expand your experiences to perfection. I also want you to pretty much expand on your environment, expand your visions within your environment. Also, we're gonna see what the Chiron and Aries need you to learn from your mistakes. That shit hit me in my head. That's definitely a mistake that you need to learn. You need to learn how to not put yourself in a mental cage or mental hell. And we're gonna add this up and see what you're pretty much working with. Show me what you're working at. Shake that at. 11 plus 6 plus 9 plus 5 plus 12 plus 8 plus 3 plus 9 plus 12. You're dealing with a Sun, Moon, Ascendant Pisces, or you're dealing with a Gemini. So this can go both ways. You can use the Mars and Gemini energies, or you can use the Pisces energy. So you're going to have the gift and the misunderstanding. The gift to have misunderstandings because you're experiencing. You're going to pretty much go with that perspective. So use the Gemini energies, Mars and Gemini, the Saturn and Pisces energies, and the Neptune and Pisces. Now we're gonna basically get into you Sagittarius, someone in synthesis. We're gonna see how this gift of the new moon in Aries is working in your favor. So we're gonna start off now. That ain't count. We're gonna see what the new moon in Aries needs you to do, Sagittarius, someone in synthesis. All right. New moon in Aries needs you to be open towards receiving new ideas and receiving support towards new ideas. We're gonna see where I got the Queen of Wands, and we're gonna basically see what the Sun of Aries wants you to take action towards. That don't count. That's very sloppy. We're gonna see what the Sun of Aries wants you to take action towards. The Sagittarius, someone what the Sun of Aries wants you to take action towards. I want you to take action towards planting seeds towards your ideas and your intellect. So I want you to plant good seeds when it comes to your mentalities and germinate it. Now we're gonna see why you got the Page of Swords, and we're gonna see what Mercury and Aries want you to intellectualize. Or Sagittarius, someone what Mercury and Aries want you to intellectualize. That's sloppy business. They don't want you to intellectualize all that. But of course, you know how Aries are. They do things. They come up with a new way of doing this, new way of doing that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But we're going to see what the Mercury and Aries want you to intellectualize and project. Mercury and Aries want you to pretty much utilize your mental conflict towards fighting, dealing with the tug of war, dealing with the blockages that's coming your way. or conflict dealing with your feelings and emotions. We're gonna see where I got that, and we're gonna see what the Jupiter and Aries want you to expand on for Sagittarius. What does Jupiter and Aries want you to expand on? What you Sagittarius ascendant is. It wants you to get rest, but it also wants you to expand your mind. So get rest, but also expand your mind, structure your mind. And we're gonna see what Chiron and Aries needs you to learn from. What does Chiron and Aries want you to learn from Sagittarius? What does that Chiron need you to learn from? Need you to learn from being an illusion. Feel me? Need you to learn from not being, try not to be too much an illusion, try not to daydream and be a la la land too much. And it also wants you to pretty much learn how to take actions when it comes to your actions, your motives. We're gonna add this up: 7 plus 4 plus 5 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13. That's wrong. 13 plus 12 plus 11 plus 5 plus 4 plus 7. So you need to utilize Libra energies, compromise, balance, equilibrium, fairness, justice. That's what I want you to do this season. Now, when the full moon Libra get here, you know you'll be ahead of the game, Sagittarius. That's what you do. You always want to expand. You don't want to be around the bush. Now we're gonna see what's going on for you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendancies. Now Aries is gonna bring some exaltational energies your way, so you may basically be jumping off the porch way too soon and not, doing a whole lot of that. But we're gonna see what you need to learn from how the new moon Aries is affecting you and what new moon Aries needed you to do. Or you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendancies. What does the new moon Aries need you to do? New moon Aries needs you to basically start planting seeds when it comes to your emotional stance, how you feel, how you connect. Also, what the Sun of Aries needs you to do, Capricorn, it needs you to basically structure yourself when it comes to your mentalities and also your environment, emotional. Have a connection towards your emotional environment or connection with people, places, and things within your environment. 111. We're gonna see what Mercury and Aries want you to say and do for all Capricorn, someone and what Mercury and Aries want you to say and do mentally. Mercury and Aries want you to be open to receiving grand support when it comes to visions. Mercury and Aries need you to stay down till you come up when it comes to your emotional stance on things, but also take action while you're staying down, while you're coming up. They also want you to pretty much value your ideas. Value that idea, even if it sounds crazy or even if that idea don't sound valuable. They want you to value it. Beat around the bush. We're gonna see what Jupiter and Aries want and need you to expand on for you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. I want you to expand on your visions and the seeds you plant. I want you to expand your visions dealing with your seeds. And Chiron and Aries, what does Chiron and Aries need you to Capricorn? What does it need you Capricorn to learn from when it comes to your trauma? For Chiron and Aries, what trauma do you need to learn from? The trauma that you need to learn from is the emotional entanglement that you have when it comes to dark feelings and emotions. Learn how to not wrap yourself in that situation again. And we're gonna add this up: 2 plus 12 plus 3 plus 4 plus 11 plus 12 plus 5 plus 11. You're dealing with a Sun, Moon, Ascendant Virgo. So you need to utilize a Virgo energy. That's mutable Earth. So you need to be mutable and adaptable and changeable when it comes to your work, your health, routines, and things that you do on a day-to-day basis. That's the overall outlook for every season for you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Yeah, how much time we got? We're gonna what we're gonna do? We're gonna combine this. We're gonna see what Aquarius and Pisces need to do. For Aquarius and Pisces, we're gonna see what you need to do because y'all on the cusp. Feel me? Let's see what you need to do right now. Aquarius and Pisces. When it comes to new moon Aries, what do you need to basically do? If we don't have enough time, we basically gonna break it down one by one. New moon and Aries need you to receive your grand support. I want you to receive grand support. We're gonna have to do this in another video. 10 minutes is almost up. So we're gonna do this in another video, but that's for you Capricorn. But we're about to get into your Aquarius and Pisces and break you down like you never been broken down before. Now, new moon in Aries, how is it going to affect Aquarius and Pisces? It's going to affect Aquarius in an opportunity way And it's going to affect Pisces in a very, changeable, semi-sextile way, aka minor changes that you need to display to get yourself in that one to. But we're gonna basically get it to you guys right now. Last but not least, we got two signs left: Aquarius and Pisces. So Aquarius, we're gonna see what the number on the Aries is gonna bring when it comes to your opportunity. Or Aquarius, I'm on the senses. What opportunity the number on the Aries needs you to go ahead and react and respond to. Or Aquarius, someone on the senses. All right, there we go. New moon Aries, you do the react as a form of a delusion or illusion. You also got Saturn on the cusp of Aquarius and Saturn's in the Pisces right now. So yeah, you also got Pluto in Aquarius. So of course, it makes a whole lot of sense. So you got the Seven of Cups. So that means you need to look at the bigger picture and create balance when it comes to your emotional stance on things. Try not to be all over the place. Try to balance yourself right now. And we're gonna see what the Sun of Aries wants you to do when it comes to um this new moon in Aquarius. What are the opportunities that the new moon in Aquarius is gonna bring your way? New moon in Aquarius. I'm lying. We're gonna have to do this all over again. New moon in Aries. What does a new moon in Aries want or Aquarius someone sentences to do when it comes to taking action, partner action? So I want you to initiate new ways on how to feel and see, and of course come up with new ways of coming up with your emotional connections on things. And that Pisces energy is bringing that cusp because Aquarius is an air sign, so a whole lot of water going on. What's up, Aquarius? Y'all emotional? What's going on? We're gonna see what the Mercury and Aries want and need you to go ahead and take new action towards when it comes to your reality. New moon in Aries, I want you to be direct when it comes to structuring your passions. New moon in Aries, I just want you to be direct when it comes to movement, dealing with your emotion, dealing with your stance on how you connect, how you move, your passions, your motives. I want you to basically get deeply ruled in that area also. And we're gonna see what Jupiter and Aries need you to expand. That was a Pluto. That was Pluto and Aquarius right there. Now we're gonna see what Jupiter and Aries need you and want you to expand on when it comes to the opportunity that's gonna come your way for Aquarius. All right, use these cards. Jupiter and Aries want you to personally expand yourself and look at the bigger picture. Look at your magic and your personal attributes. Also want you to pretty much be open to expand and receive all the emotional connections and gifts your way. Also want you to expand within your environment, your emotional connections, on how you surround yourself with others. And it also wants you to structure yourself and expand how you build and what you are condoning and forming on and standing on when it comes to staying on business. And we're going to see what Chiron and Aries need all prayer someone sentences to learn from. What does Chiron and Aries need you to learn from? Chiron and Aries need you to learn from giving your visions or directing your visions or giving your grand support when it comes to your visions. You can't support and help everybody careers, even though you were in the military. All right, so Aquarius, someone in the Senate, you're dealing with a Scorpio, someone in the Senate, so you need to also stay down until you come up private. The way of dealing with your feelings and emotions, fixate away. Fixate on your emotions and feelings on things. And last but not least, I see someone in the Senate says, you guys are last. So we're gonna see what we're gonna see what shit. All right, so we're gonna see what the new moon and Aries need all you Pisces, someone in the Senate to react and respond to. What does the new moon and Aries need all you Pisces, someone in the Senate to react and respond to? Right, some breathable water. So it needs new moon areas need you to respond to page of cups. So you need to come up with a whole new way of dealing with your feelings and emotions or connections or things or duality. Also, we're gonna see what the sun of Aries wants you to do for you. Pisces, someone that says, what does the sun of Aries need you to do? Want you to do? It wants you to initiate new ways on how to grow your money and your comfort zone. Also, it wants you to pretty much come up with a new way on creating your own way of feeling. It also wants you to pretty much express some form of emotional tie that you have. someone or something. Express that. Tell that person. Don't be around the bush. We're also going to see what the Mercury and Aries want you to say out loud and want you to be bold. How Mercury and Aries want you to use that energy for Pisces coming in. How does Mercury and Aries want you to use that energy, Pisces? I want you to use that energy towards being direct when it comes to having the emotional connection, when it comes to communicating about your feelings and emotions towards people, places, and things within your environment and within your everyday environment or your surroundings. We're gonna see why you got that card, and we're gonna see what Jupiter and Aries want need you to expand and look at the bigger picture on. Or you now Jupiter and Aries want you to expand, look at the bigger picture when it comes to the Emperor card, structurizing yourself, and standing on business. And Chiron and Aries, we're gonna see how Pisces are gonna learn from traumas dealing with Chiron and Aries. What do the traumas are that you need to be learning from? Goddamn. Well, one of the cards is the card of the day, the devil card. I want you to learn how to not indulge in too many desires and balance yourself. Or I want you to pretty much take that risk so you can learn from your mistakes. Either way. And I also want you to basically pretty much watch out for the traumas of self-independent visions and passions and taking action towards things. Now we're gonna add this up right now. 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 11 plus 1 plus 6. So you're dealing with a sun, moon, sun, and Leo. So you need to express yourself, be self-centered Pisces, and you need to put yourself out there. And don't beat around the bush. I mean, you take the time and sit back and lay back and chill. It's time to go ahead and get yourself out there, present yourself, and push yourself to the limit. But of course, there's no such thing as limits. No limit. I mean, so yeah, that's what you need to do, Pisces. And that's the tarot card reading for all the zodiac signs for the new moon in Aries, the sun in Aries, Mercury in Aries, Jupiter in Aries, the Chiron in Aries. And you know, wish you guys the best. Stay focused.